Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1, and welcome to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Today is Tuesday, the 10th of January, 2023. This was a shorter streaming week, but only pretty much because last week was a longer streaming week due to scheduling. Actually, this week, I have several appointments lined up for tomorrow, my day off from streaming, and so I had to shorten the week to only be a 5-day streaming week. Looks like next week will likely be back to normal, which is 6 days. I actually can't 100% confirm that, only because we don't know my wife's work schedule yet. I know. Also has a job that she is considered an essential worker. There's a new YouTube bug, supposedly, that is affecting every channel, apparently, site-wide. From what I'm to understand, it is a views bug. The thing is, in 2023, I would not even know if this was true or not. Because, as you guys know, I'm nowhere near as popular as I used to be. Nighttime Tums did a 200-bit cheer and says, do I worry that I'm becoming too popular and I might ruin the chill vibes of my streams? How much success is too much success? Me. Too popular. Me. You're seriously asking me this question if I'm too popular on the internet. Me. Dark Side Phil. Oh my god. Anyway, thanks for the top cheer of the night. I don't even know how to respond to that one. My video views are kind of all over the place. If it's a brand new playthrough that's popular, sometimes I'll get thousands of views on a video. Other times, I'll barely get 500. It all depends on many different factors, and quite frankly, I don't even really look at it anymore. Case in point, yesterday's videos. What did I do yesterday? I played Need for Speed Unbound. Yeah, this music, it's all copywritten. Holy shit. Content ID, you probably can't hear it. Which was 3 parts. And then I did Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2.0, right? And typically I just upload, I let it roll, and sometimes I'll go back and I'll look at views, and sometimes I won't. It's not a big deal to me. Overall, views don't really affect my channel that much. Is there ad revenue involved? Yes, there is. But it's not an exorbitant amount where, like, I'm dependent on high views to make a living. For me, it's about putting out content for an audience that wants said content, okay, and will support it in various methods. Whether that means you guys come to a live stream and you contribute live, or you become a channel member, or maybe you pledge to my Patreon for a private react video, or, maybe you tip every once in a while, whatever it may be. That's how I make my living. Is there ad revenue involved? Of course there is, but that's kind of like supplementary behind the scenes to everything else. Very different from how it used to be, where I used to make a living pretty much solely dependent on ad revenue and views. I can't believe Phil's still talking about views. Views. Yeah, views. So in the modern day, if I see a fluctuation in views one way or another, it doesn't really affect me, nor do I really talk too much about it or care. But apparently there is this thing going on right now in the last 48 hours on YouTube where viewership has been screwed up for a lot of people, particularly those who have noticed it are bigger YouTube channels. It's kind of interesting every once in a while to analyze how YouTube works, particularly because I've been doing YouTube for 15 years, and back in the day, this kind of stuff used to always affect me in a big way. A lot of people, I hate to say it, judge YouTube based on views and popularity rather than the quality of the content on the site. They'll just say, hey, if this video has tons of views, it means it's good. It's really not the case. In fact, if you analyze how YouTube works, and you figure out things like algorithms and, how something gets recommended and clicking on a video and clickbait and how that affects a video, you would understand how messed up YouTube is as a business, and how people have actually found ways to game this system and succeed over the years, despite the fact the quality of their content isn't necessarily good. They just take advantage.
Apparently, YouTube has yet another weird YouTube bug going on, and this time it's in regards to 2 critical things that make a YouTube channel successful: views and being recommended in the YouTube algorithm. Okay?
So, for me, here on DSP Gaming, it's very hard to even determine if and when this kind of stuff happens on YouTube. All right? Why? because I'm not popular on YouTube anymore.
I don't need to be Mr. Popular and be making $1 million and getting hundreds of thousands of views on every video I put on YouTube.
You know, I have an audience that's a dedicated audience that likes the content that I put out for them. Basically what I make, it's called curated content. If you're not aware, what that means is that I'm not making content for the grand masses. I don't care what anyone outside of my viewership watching my videos directly says about me. Someone like me, if I disappeared from YouTube, how many other people are there like me on YouTube right now that are genuine gamers who are doing it the way I still do it? They're not doing these highly fucking polished, edited, scripted bullshit. They're doing genuine gameplay and stuff like me. No, everyone's abandoned my formula. I'm making content for a specific viewer base who likes the kind of content I put out, and I'm catering to that viewer base. I'm listening specifically to the feedback I get from that viewer base to improve the content, but I know I'm not making content that's going to go viral. I know I'm not making content that at any point is going to explode in popularity and bring in tons of new viewers or anything to this channel.
Tell someone about it. Say, there's a guy who's doing this really detailed, awesome gameplay reviews and stuff out there. It's just on par with other big YouTubers who are getting millions of views on their fucking videos. They're just as good. Go check it out.
Instead, I'm making content for those who like what I do, all right, and for those who want to support that style of content specifically.
And if you want to see me continue to be able to do this as my job, you want to help the efforts to keep bringing the fun gameplay streams every single day.
Right? I've been around for 15 years. I like doing a certain style of content, although it has definitely evolved over the years. Very true. You know, we're in a situation where I have no aspirations, okay, to explode or grow.
Ever on YouTube since like 2012, I'd been on the decline on YouTube, and YouTube just became more toxic towards me, more nasty towards me, more negative videos and slander about me, more this is how you don't play. And at that point I was like, how am I ever going to grow the business?
Take a look at my content in the last few months. I mean, my biggest video is my God of War Part 1, which got around 10,000 views in 2 months. That's the biggest video that I put out. In reality, the biggest video I did put out was a YouTube short of Sonic Frontiers that has like 30,000 views. Okay? That's the extent of what my content's going to do in the modern day. I don't expect that I'm going to put out a video that's going to get 50 to 100,000 or more views. I don't expect to blow up in popularity, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy and thankful for what I do have. For someone who's been around for 15 years, I'm incredibly lucky that I have people who still enjoy what I do, follow what I do, and want to support it. You realize how lucky I am. Most people with a channel of my size and bringing in the amount of attention that I do don't get to make a living doing it. I know this. I mean, that's why I'm so grateful for those of you who do support this content as much as you do, because I am the exception to the rule. I'm the lucky one out here, all right? And, you know, a lot of people have issue with that. I get the feeling that's why a lot of people, even to this day, still don't like me, because they look at other people who are floundering and or struggling and want to make a living out of YouTube and they can't, and then they look at me and they're like, well, wait a minute, Phil brings in what? Not even 1 million views a month, but he's making a good living doing it and we can't? Yeah, because I've been around for 15 years. I have that rapport with my hardcore audience, people who love the content so much. I'm essentially their paid cable. You know what I'm saying? They become a member of the channel. Every once in a while they come by, they'll support a stream with a super chat or a tip. They want to support this content because they get so much out of this channel for free that they want to see it continue, and that's why they crowdfund it, you see? A lot of people don't get that. They just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Phil's not virally popular, so why can he make a living doing YouTube? This is why. My formula is different. It's curated content for a specific audience. It's not, oh, I'm trying to run on the viral trends to become popular today, and I need to go viral to make a living. Tastes. I like people who are honest in themselves. I don't like people who's portraying a character, people who are acting for the camera, people who are trying to overdo it. For example, the content creators who scream at the top of their lungs every time they play a horror game, even though nothing's really scary. The content creators who dress up in really brightly colored things. They dye their hair neon colors. Why are they doing that? Because they're trying to look like cartoon characters to attract children to their... That's very unique on YouTube. It's very different. That's also why I have absolutely no sponsors. The sponsorship is now gone. No partners, no product placements, no referral codes, no playing a game and advertising it and getting paid to do it. There's no Raid Shadow Legends on this channel, you know? anyone who thinks that they deserve that, I think that that's fucking insanely ridiculous. And, you know, who are you to think that you're better than everyone else because you have a fucking stream on Twitch? Like, you don't deserve it, you know, just because you're getting special treatment. This reminds me of everyone else in my life who always got special treatment over me when I was going to university, and I couldn't get, you know, I couldn't get into a good university on scholarship because they wouldn't accept me because of certain financial situations. I wasn't a rich white guy, so I couldn't get into Ivy League schools, even though I worked my ass off in high school and had all the credentials to qualify for it. Because I'm not one of the special elite, you know, elitist guys who gets the special treatment, right? And then I go to university, and I can't get a good job out of college because I'm not one of the special elitist guys who's in with one of these investment firms or businesses that's hiring and paying ridiculous amounts of money, right? It's like everywhere in my life, there's always an elitist class who gets special treatment because either they kiss butt constantly, all they do is kiss ass, paid advertisements, kiss ass, whatever, or because they know someone. And I've never been for that, and I never will be. I've always said, I'm one of you, I'm one of the people. And I will never degrade myself down to that.